Do you know which one he is?
No, nobody does. So you might as well just relax, Jen.
Relax? Who can relax under all this pressure? The restaurant changes hands, so they send in some clown who's sitting somewhere out there spying on us to see whether or not we're good enough to keep our job. And you're telling me to relax?
Well, you better find a way, Jen, because this kind of behavior isn't good for you. And it isn't good for me.
Am I getting crazy?
Yes.
Okay, I'll calm down. Tomorrow. Mario, I'm gonna get fired if I don't have those steaks.
Jan, they have to cook. Right now, the only thing they're good for is a black eye.
Okay, Mario, I need 2 orders of duck.
We're at a duck.
Oh, well, can't you get some more?
Oh, sure, I'll just call Duck Delight.
What am I gonna do? I recommended the duck. I should have known we'd be at a duck. This is gonna look like my fault. Why wasn't I counting duck? Did you guys see that sunset tonight? Wasn't it beautiful? I could have just stood and watched it forever. Oh, Mario, by the way, I need 2 lobster tail and 1 rare prime rib when you get the chance. Vicky, are you aware of what's going on here tonight? Of course I am, but that shouldn't make any difference. I try to live each and every day on Earth as if it were a spot check. Oh. Why don't we all punch her out?
Girls, we must keep things flowing.
We're trying our best, Nancy.
I know, that's what makes it so tragic.
Okay, whose are these?
Mine. I ordered it first.
I've been working here longer. I have seniority.
Oh, wait. Mario, can't we make this trout a tad more attractive?
Oh, sure, I'll put a wig on it.
No, remember, Lois, attitude, posture, friendly service.
Mario, can you mash up a steak?
Absolutely not.
I guess the guy's gonna have to go home and find his teeth.
Cassie, what can I do to get you to smile out there?
Stay in here. Boy, am I wiped out.
I smiled so much I sprained my face.
If they fire me, they're gonna have to wake me up to do it.
If they fire me, they're gonna have to find me. I got a date.
You damsels. Well, was I great? Was I fine? Was I okay?
Sonny, you were okay.
Just okay?
Hello, ladies. And Sonny.
Why'd you single me out?
Well, I'm sure you'll all be interested to know that I've just had a little chat with Mr. Stedman, who did this evening's spot check.
Which one was he?
Swordfish on 7.
That was me. I waited on him. Oh, he's a mean man. He hates sunsets.
If I may continue. Generally, Mr. Stedman was quite pleased, but he did have a few notes. He'd prefer our napkins in the scroll fold rather than the traditional fan. And there will be 1 personnel change.
Oh, give a guy a chance.
Sonny.
Oh, Nancy, showbiz is my life.
Sonny, you still have your job.
Oh, thank you.
Nancy, who got fired?
I did.
Oh, look, I got a split. Nancy, what can I say? Remember, although our paths may never cross again, keep a smile on your lips, a song in your heart, and drive carefully.
Nancy, did he tell you why they fired you?
Yes, they don't want me anymore. They weren't satisfied with my work.
I don't believe it. You were so wonderful with the
I
customers.
thought so, too.
Well, I, for one, am shocked.
Well, what is life but a series of cruel surprises? Well, I guess I'd better go gather up my things.
I wish I could think of something to say. I think we should all tell Nancy how we really feel about her. I mean, all the good times we've had.
That was touching.
Nancy, wait. I just want you to know it won't be the same here without you.
Look, I know we haven't always gotten along, but none of us wanted this to happen.
Thank you, Jan. By the way, Lois, Mr. Stedman would like you to take over as hostess until they can find a suitable replacement. You start tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Didn't they even give you some notice?
Oh, yes, the corporation was generous enough to give me 2 weeks, but I've decided to leave immediately. I may be lacking in some areas, but I do still have my pride.
Nancy, we really are going to miss you.
I'm going to miss you, too. And Dot, your neckband is twisted.
All right.
right, who's next?
Isn't that your job?
No, you're right. It is. Let's see. Newman. Is there a Newman here?
No, they left to get something to eat.
Okay. But now you two must be next.
Yes, we are. And my mother's not getting any younger.
I'm terribly sorry. Just right this way. Okay. Here we are. Oh, wait a minute. I can't seat you here. I have people coming in 10 minutes. How about right over... No, people are sitting there. Excuse me. Would you two like some company? No, you wouldn't. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Why don't you sit here, and then if these other people come in, I'll move you. Excuse me.
Lois?
Yeah.
See this? This is $1. This is my tip on a $60 check. And you know why? They were cranky, Lois. And you know why they were cranky? They had to wait 45 minutes to get their seats. Now you want to get it together because you're making life a lot tougher for the rest of us.
Mario, where's Jan?
She's in the lounge.
Oh, I didn't tell her she could take a break. I can't do this job. I can't get anybody to listen to me.
Lois, don't be so hard on yourself. You're doing a good job.
Oh, Mario, I want to do a great job.
That's too bad.
Jan. Jan, dear, could you please take care of table 5?
It's Ellen.
Oh.
He did? He did? You did? This is so cute. Yeah.
Jan, you have customers. This is so cute. I don't care how cute it is. You still have customers.
Hold on.
Lois, can I take my break now?
You're fine. Jan,
Of course, if it
please
isn't a good time to take my break, I could take it later.
Vicky, take your break. Take 2 breaks. Just leave me alone, please.
Boy, you're trying to help someone.
Sweetheart, I'm going to have to call you back later. The hostess is here. Bye-bye.
Jan, you cannot be back here during business hours making personal calls.
Lois, I took 5 minutes out to talk to my daughter.
Well, Nancy would have fired you for that.
Nancy would have fired who?
Jan!
Nancy was always firing Jan.
Nancy would have had things running so smoothly that I could afford to take 5 minutes out and talk to my daughter.
So I'm not Nancy.
You're telling me.
Jan!
Lois, there's sure a lot of people out there waiting for tables.
Can't you seat them?
I don't know what tables you have reserved.
No, I don't know what tables I have reserved either. How did Nancy ever do this job?
Well,
I know. She didn't deserve to be fired. She deserved a medal.
I almost wish you were here now.
Yeah.
I can see her coming in the door, chiffon billowing around her, menus clutched to her bosom, yelling, "There's no one out on the floor."
And she'd be right. There is no one out on the floor.
I don't believe Lois. She calls everybody in early. She hasn't even gotten here yet. Maybe it was a trick to get me here on time.
I'm sure she had a very good reason for doing it.
Yeah, like what?
I said I was sure she had a good reason. I didn't say I knew what it was.
Hi, everybody. Hi. Thanks for coming in early.
This better be good.
It is. I know why Nancy was fired. And with what I found out last night, she can have her job back in a flash.
She can get a job back?
With what I know, absolutely.
Do me a favor. Take that information with you to your grave.
That's why you called us in early to tell us why Nancy got fired?
Yeah.
Gee, and I thought it was important.
Wait till you hear what it is. Last night after you guys left, I'm sitting here trying to make some sense out of my reservations book.
Any luck?
When in walks Stedman, the hatchet man, and he says hi, and I say hi, and he says, how are things going? And I say, don't ask. Anyway, to make a long story short,
You haven't yet.
I am getting to it. Well, one thing leads to another, and suddenly he asks me if I want to take the job as permanent hostess.
You're kidding.
That's what I said. Because after all, I am pretty inexperienced.
You're horrible.
But he says that that's no problem. So then I tell him how I have trouble cracking the whip with you guys, and he says that's no problem. And then I tell him, I lose my temper with the customers, and he says even that is no problem.
What is the problem?
The problem is, when I say to him, how do I know that you won't fire me for the same reason that you fired Nancy? He chuckles and says to me, that is a problem that you won't have to worry about for years and years. Get it? They fired Nancy because they think she's too old for the job.
After that story, I'm too old.
That's age discrimination. Isn't that against the law?
Yeah, and it's also not fair.
Yeah, whoever said life was fair. A man gets gray hair and wrinkles, he gets character. A woman gets gray hair and wrinkles, she gets old.
Why is that?
Who knows? Someone somewhere once decided that lines on a man's face show he has experience. Women are not supposed to have experience.
Then where are all these men getting all this experience?
Guys, I think we owe it to Nancy to go and tell her, in case she wants her job back.
No, I don't want her back.
Would you rather have Lois?
No.
Hey, I don't want this job. But believe me, they could hire somebody a lot worse than Nancy.
There is nobody worse than Nancy. I say we don't tell her.
Yeah, I mean, what good would it do? It's not going to make her any younger.
We'll hate ourselves if we don't tell her the truth.
And we'll hate ourselves if we get her to come back.
What about hating each other if we make the wrong choice?
Okay, let's have a secret ballot. That way no one will know how anyone votes and we can't blame anybody.
Okay, what exactly are we voting on?
We are voting on whether to think of what's best for Nancy and tell her why she got fired, or to think of ourselves and say nothing.
So, yes, we tell her, no, we don't.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, we got a yes, 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 a yes, hell no.
So much for the secret ballot.
All right, we tell Nancy, and if she wants to fight, then it's her fight.
Okay, great. Let's go tell Nancy she's old.
Lois, are you sure this is the right place?
Yeah, Mario said Nancy's working in some place called Marv's in Santa Monica. This is the only Marv's in the phone book.
Nancy wouldn't work here.
She wouldn't even eat here.
5 for dinner?
Just coffee, I think.
Yeah, that's in case you decide you want to spend some money.
Actually, we were looking for the hostess.
I'm the hostess.
And you're doing a wonderful job.
Gee, thanks.
Well, obviously, you've got the wrong place.
You're right, let's go.
Good evening, may I take your order?
Nancy, what are you doing here?
Something that's obviously foreign to you 5, waiting on tables.
You're a waitress?
Watch this. What'll it be?
Coffee.
Coffee.
Herb tea.
5 coffees.
Gee, Nancy, we thought you'd be hostessing away at another place like ours.
Well, I haven't been able to find quite the right position as yet. In the meantime, I like to indulge in certain luxuries, such as food and shelter.
Why don't you just collect unemployment? It's your money.
Cassie, if I'm able to work, I will work. Any job, if it's done correctly, has dignity.
Come on, honey, hold the load.
Lummox. Well, it's been very nice chatting with you.
Nancy, wait. We have something we wanted to say to you.
Lois, I'm busy. Please hurry up.
We know why you got fired.
Good. Keep it to yourself.
Wait, I think that I would like something to eat after all.
All right. What'll it be?
A cheese omelet.
Tomatoes or potatoes?
I'm not sure.
Nancy, aren't you even curious?
I don't care whether she has tomatoes or potatoes.
Nancy, you were fired because you're too old.
Thank you, Jan. I can't tell you how much better that makes me feel. Now, will it be potatoes or tomatoes?
That's age discrimination.
And it's illegal. I saw it on 60 Minutes.
Will there be anything else?
How's the tuna, pink or white?
Gray.
Give me egg salad.
So, what are you going to do?
Nothing?
Nothing. But you have the right to demand your job back.
Ladies, I appreciate your coming down here, but if you'll excuse me, I have to go scrape the grill.
I don't understand why you are avoiding this.
Oh, Lois, give me credit. Don't you think I at least suspected that they wanted someone younger? What else could it have been? I'm perfect in every other way. Evidently, they feel that a 45-year-old woman is no longer a drawing card.
Hey, I thought you said you were 42.
I lied.
Nancy, listen. You are the most qualified person for this job. Now, Stedman is coming down at 9 o'clock tonight to ask me if I want to keep it permanently. Why don't you just show up and tell him that you're not going to stand for this?
Oh, but I am. If indeed I have reached the autumn of my hostess years, I certainly don't want to make a public issue of it. Now I really must get back to work.
We better get back to work, too. Come on.
Wait a minute. We're not going to leave already. We haven't even gotten our food yet.
Cassie, you don't really want that food, do you?
No, but I sure did want Nancy to wait on me.
Oh, we better take care of the food.
No. That's okay. I'll take care of it.
Oh, leave a tip.
No, no, please, no applause. Your continued patronage is my reward. Now I'd like to dedicate this next number to the head honcho around here, the big cheese, the guy who makes it all happen, a fellow I like to call Boss. Ringside at table 12, our Mr. Stedman. Hey, you're adorable, you're so beautiful. See, you're a cutie full of charm.
Sonny.
Read it. D, you're a darling, and E, you're exciting, and F, you're a feather in my arm.
Mr. Stedman wants you to take a break.
G, gonna take a break.
I don't believe it. Lois has been over there talking to Stedman forever. How long does it take to tell a guy no?
Don't look at me.
I can't take this any longer. I'm going to go over and find out what's happening. So, is everything all right at this table?
If it wasn't, you'd hear about it.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Lois, I'm tired of trying to talk you into it.
It's just that I'm so much happier being a waitress. Now, if you want a hostess, Nancy Beebe's a
Right. Look, you want to be a waitress, you be a waitress. I'll just find another pretty face. Look, why don't you get back to your job and I'll get back to mine, all right?
Hello, Stedman.
Miss Beebe, what are you doing here?
Nancy, I'm glad you came.
I hope you don't think you're going to eat here just like that.
I know what I look like. That animal I was employed by had me working a double shift from the time you left until just now. I am tired and cranky and feeling every bit of my 45 years.
Keep your voice down.
No, I think not. I have a few things I'd like to discuss with you concerning my forced retirement.
I really don't have the time.
Make time, babyface.
Miss Beebe, you are creating a scene.
Would you rather I made a scene in here or in the kitchen?
In the kitchen.
Fine.
All right, I'll give you 5 minutes.
Oh, well, you will give me 5 minutes, will you? I have given this place 15 years. 15 years of juggling reservations, coaxing temperamental chefs, sobering up conventioneers, and prodding sometimes slow but good waitresses. And in that time, I've grown older, but I've also grown better, like a tall tree or a fine wine. I am 45 years old, do you hear me? I am 45 years old.
Good for you.
Yes, and good for my work, because now I can bring to it charm, style, dignity, and experience. You know, you may not believe that those are the qualities that bring people into this restaurant, but they're the ones that keep them coming back.
Thank you, Miss Beebe. I'll make sure we write down those gifts on your letter of recommendation.
I am staying right here because there happens to be a small, bald gentleman who's been dining at this restaurant for, about 8 years. And in that time, we've gotten to be real good friends.
Miss Beebe, I am not interested in you, and I am even less interested in your small ball friend.
But this small, bald gentleman is one of the finest attorneys in this town who's well aware that age discrimination is illegal. He's also aware that if I don't get my job back, he can sue your butt from here to Fresno.
That sounds like a threat.
Good. Then it came out right.
You'd actually take me to court?
Oh, I'd carry you piggyback if I had to.
How are you going to prove it?
Oh, I think she'd find a witness.
Or 5.
Well, I'd say there's nothing left to say. Except welcome back to Above the Top, Miss Beebe. May I go now?
Please do.
Leave a tip.
I just want to say that you are all fine people, and I'm very grateful for your support. I'd like to thank each and every one of you individually, but as I look at you all gathered around me here, I realize there's no one out on the floor.
What do you mean, temperamental chefs?